Good morning, everybody. We are live here with I Have My Oils, What Now? I'm going to give it just a minute for people to tune in. Once again, these live videos are recorded, so you can always come back and watch it later. But I'm going to give things a minute, and then we're going to go over this I Have My Oils, What Now resource that I created for you guys. All right, I see we've got a couple viewers. I'm going to wait another minute. I know it's recorded, but I just don't want people to come in too far into the presentation and miss the beginning. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Elizabeth. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We have about 6 viewers and counting, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and like I said, people can rewatch later if they miss the beginning. Okay, so you have your oil kit. You got it in the mail, and you're thinking, okay, what the heck do I do next? I've got this kit of oils, and I have no idea what to do. So first of all, you're going to want to open it and check out the different oils you have. And y'all, I'm going to be holding my phone and kind of using one hand, so I'm trying to make it to where you can see it and keep things steady, but just bear with me. Okay, so this is the Family Physicians kit. It has the top 10 oils. A lot of the kits have these oils in them. And one thing I like to point out to new people is this resource right here inside of your kit. It's Nature's Medicine Cabinet, and it goes over all of the oils and some of their uses. It goes over this little key right here. How can you use the oils? Aromatically, topically, and internally. And they can be applied neat, which means directly to your skin. S, which means it might be sensitive, like peppermint's a sensitive oil. And D means it's a hot oil and you're going to want to dilute it. So an example of that would be oregano. That oil is hot and you're going to want to dilute that oil. So just know this resource is right there in your kit, and you can always have that as a reference. So I recommend keeping your kit. Don't just throw it away, because I think that that's a very valuable resource for you. And then what's next? So a lot of people don't realize you get this awesome folder that has a ton of resources in it for you to use as a new member. And they've got a folder, a pamphlet called Living doTERRA Naturally. Let's see. And then another portion called Sharing doTERRA Naturally. And then another portion called Building doTERRA Naturally. And then it's got the product guide, and it also has your stickers. A set of stickers will be tucked behind the product guide, and that's for you to put those stickers right on top of your oil caps. And so I like to sit down with people and go through, and I'm not going to spend a ton of time going through these right now, but I do want to point out a couple things. So Living doTERRA Naturally, that is for people that join doTERRA as a wholesale member and they're interested in using the products. So that's really everybody. You open this, and if you've never sat in on an Intro to Oils class, I highly recommend reading through this. What are essential oils? How do I use essential oils? This is something that I go through in all of my classes, but some people miss out on the classes, and so this is something that you can go through when you get your kit and you can read about it. Another portion that I really like is sourcing essential oils. It goes through that and why doTERRA's certified pure therapeutic grade oils are different. And that to me was one of the very most important things that I studied and why I joined doTERRA really. Okay, a healthy home survey. This is really neat because I know a lot of people just think that doTERRA is an essential oil company. And while we sell essential oils, they're not even our #1 selling product. Our vitamins are. But there's so many other great products just for a healthy lifestyle. And for me, when I joined doTERRA, it was because I wanted a lifestyle change for my family. It wasn't to sell anything, it wasn't to teach any classes like this, but I knew I wanted a chemical-free home. So we have things like the laundry detergent that helped with that, the all-purpose cleaner, our skincare, which I love. There's no chemicals, no preservatives, very few ingredients, and it has the essential oils. Our trim shakes. That's how I lost all my baby weight, by using our trim shakes, and now I use them as a snack. They're healthy, and they're simple to make, and they're actually very inexpensive, even compared to what you find at the stores. Our hair care system. And so this is a neat portion where you can just look through and see some of the other products that doTERRA has to offer if you are looking for a lifestyle change. And then they go into what your Wellness Advocate membership is all about. So basically it tells you have a wholesale membership. If you got a kit, that was free. If you want to renew it after a year, it will cost you $25, but they send you a free large bottle of peppermint. So that's pretty cool. And that peppermint's valued at $20.50. So it's a really good deal to renew after a year. And then it tells you how to purchase more product. There's 2 different ways to do that. And also I encourage people to write their Wellness Advocate number right here. And you've got that Wellness Advocate number in the email that doTERRA sent you welcoming you. So just write that here, write your password so you don't have to look back for that email every time. And then you have 2 ordering options for the future. Say you decide, okay, I know I want to order at least 1 thing a month because I am going for this lifestyle change, and I know I want things like the kids' vitamins, or I want to try the ointment for cuts and scrapes, or I want to try the deep blue rub for my sore muscles. Then I highly recommend ordering through the Loyalty Rewards program, because you're going to get free product credits back as you order through the Loyalty Rewards program, and you're going to get 100% back of your shipping costs. So keep that in mind. And then your other option would be a standard order, where you do receive your 25% in savings, but you're not going to receive extra product credit points back on a standard order. So just keep that in mind. In the Loyalty Rewards program, if you are a part of that, you can change it at any time. You can cancel. There's really no have-tos with that. And then it gets into a little bit more about that. As you continue to order, you're going to start getting 10% back on products, and you're going to go all the way up to 30%. So on top of your 25% discount, you're going to get an additional 30% back in rewards points. So that's pretty incredible. That's a huge savings. I get, gosh, at least 40 to 50 points free every single month, probably more actually. And then we go into the product of the month. If you do spend 125 points by the 15th, you'll always get the free product of the month. So just keep that in mind. This is a great pamphlet to just kind of go through what your membership entails. And then even the back, it's got useful information, useful websites there. So that's the Living doTERRA Naturally, Sharing doTERRA Naturally. This is where I started as an oil user. I knew I wanted to share with people something that I loved, because it's hard not to, if you've got something natural that you're using for allergies instead of medicine. I naturally speak up and tell people, like, hey, you have allergies, do you want to try something natural? It makes sense, it's cheaper, it's safer. So doTERRA has a really neat sharing program, which they didn't even have when I started, where in your first 120 days, basically, it doesn't mean you're selling anything, you don't have to maintain a minimum order, but as you share with people, you can get free gift options. So say you share with somebody and they want to order a kit, you're going to start receiving credit points towards these awesome kits. And so just keep that in mind, because I've seen a lot of people get the kits with the diffuser. That diffuser is $90, and so you could earn that for free. These are all free, and I think even your shipping's free, so it's completely free. Whichever points you earn, they're going to ship out those products to you free. So just keep in mind the share program. It's something you can opt into in your back office. And a great way to share is just to host a class. That doesn't mean you have to know anything about doTERRA. It just means that you're opening up your home and inviting your friends. And the person that got you started with doTERRA would be happy to teach a class for you and your friends, and probably give you a hostess gift. That's what I do. So if that's something you're interested in, just let the person know that invited you on the call today, or that got you set up with doTERRA, and they can work with you on planning an event. And for a new person, it's super simple. Like I said, you open up your home and you invite your people, and I take care of the rest. I bring in a little appetizer for everybody. I bring in, it's called a class in a box, which I teach from. It's super simple and it's fun. So just keep that in mind. That's the sharing doTERRA pamphlet. And then building doTERRA, that's people that are potentially interested in the business. And even if you don't know if you are, it might be a pamphlet worth looking through, just to see what the business is all about. Or if you thought, you know what, maybe I do want to work from home. I never really thought about it, but this might be something for me. It's something to look through. You can see they even give you the ideas of the average income, the monthly earnings, so that's pretty cool. That was something that, you know, it piqued my interest when I got started, because I thought, well, you know, I wasn't planning on working from home, but I love this and I'm already sharing it with people. So I saw the income potential and I thought, well, I'll just give it a try. And even if I could just make it to silver, that would be awesome, because that would be a huge, you know, blessing for my family in addition to what my husband makes. And, you know, I made silver in 7 months, and then gold came after a year, and platinum a year and a half, and diamond a little under 2 years later. So just keep that in mind. That's something that is attainable for anybody passionate about the products and interested in sharing. And you can look through that more on your own. Another super useful resource that comes with your kit is the product guide. I know some people get their kits and they think, oh, I don't need to look through the product guide. I don't want any more products right now. But honestly, it's an extremely useful tool, and it explains the products so well. And it goes through doTERRA's story and our mission statement. It's way more than just products with prices. It's a great tool and a useful tool for teaching. So if you have a friend that's interested in doTERRA, this is something that you could lend them. It goes through what are essential oils, why are ours certified pure therapeutic grade, what does that mean? It goes through the uses, it goes through some of the science behind it. So just keep that in mind. And then it goes through your oils, which I love. It gives you ideas how to use these oils. They're all labeled. So black pepper, for example, can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. It's a sensitive oil. That's what that S means. And then it gives you a couple of facts about that oil. So black pepper, it's a rich source of antioxidants. It helps maintain healthy circulation, and you can diffuse it or inhale it directly to soothe anxious feelings. So keep that in mind. This is an educational resource. And towards the back, it goes through the single oils, and then it goes through the oil blends. It goes into the aroma touch technique and all about this massage technique, which I'm actually certified to give aroma touches. So if you're local to me and you ever want one, let me know. I have a massage table here in my office. But the product guide, it goes into all right, are we good to go? It just cut out on my end, but I think we're back in business. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that up. But anyways, that is what came with your kit. And so that's 4 really awesome, useful resources. So let's get back to this piece of paper, which I'm going to post to my group. I have my oils, what now? So you want to know and use your resources. So I just went through that with you about the living doTERRA, the sharing doTERRA, and the building doTERRA. Just know that these are online as well. So I put in this resource that I'm going to be posting to the group, I put links to all of these things, because some people want to see these online, or some people are just at their computers more and they don't want to flip through the magazine. So you'll have links to those where you can just click and you can read and learn about it online. And all of those resources are found at this www.betadoterra.com. So I'm going to show you my screen for a minute on my computer and kind of go through what that looks like for you. Okay, so on May 23rd, this website is actually launching, and so it's going to lose the beta portion, and it's just going to be doTERRA.com. But if you go to doTERRA.com right now, that's not the right one, so make sure you go to beta.doTERRA.com. And where I pulled this from is if you go under our advocates, so basically if you're a wholesale member, and you could go through the living, the sharing, the building, and so this is what the living portion looks like. So if you have a friend that's asking, okay, well, why doTERRA? I know that there are other companies out there, you know, that's going to be under that section, and you can click on it, and they might have a video for some of this, or they might just have some resources where they can read about it and learn about it that way. So just keep that in mind. This is going to be a wealth of resources for you and for you to learn. You know, some people aren't even on Facebook. I know all of you are because you're watching this from Facebook, but if you have friends that are not on Facebook, but they want to learn about some of these products or how to use them, they can scroll through and they can see, because some of them, it's obvious, you know, how to use maybe lavender because you want to use it for calming and sleeping, so you might diffuse it. But what about our digestive products? Those aren't as intuitive, so you can learn about them here and read about each and every one of their uses. If you have digestive issues, like I said, we're much more than just an essential oil company, and so we focus on health and wellness, and we do have information on products for all of those areas of life. And when I mentioned earlier about also, let's see, sorry guys, I don't know why it keeps timing out. Also back here is where you are going to find the video about what is the Loyalty Rewards program, and it's going to show you how to set it up. And like I said, the link to this is also on that resource that I will be posting to our group, but it's back in the that beta.doTERRA.com website. And then the sharing doTERRA, if you want to find out more about that share program and hosting a class and planning a class, this is going to be the portion that you can learn about that. And then building doTERRA, this is the portion about learning the business and how to start in the business and what the compensation plan is all about and strategy and all of that. And then this is, once again, that Beta doTERRA site. And another great resource on here, which is one of my favorite things, is the blog. So if you go back to our advocates, most everything, a lot of the resources I use are under our advocates. And I love doTERRA's blog. We have a product blog, we have a business blog, and a science blog. And the science blog is pretty new, and I know a lot of people were asking for that because we get friends and family members asking, okay guys, well, what is the science behind all this? And there really is a lot of science. Unfortunately, you know, there's not a lot of companies out there that are putting a lot of money into the research portion of essential oils, but doTERRA is, and we have a lot of great resources here. So I highly recommend, if you're interested in the science, go there. Brittany Jackson said www.beta.doTERRA.com. Is that what it is? It's beta.doTERRA.com. Sorry, I think I even said that wrong. But if you want to look at the DIY blog, which is one of my favorite things, I make so many homemade things with the oils from home. Just go there and you can scroll down, and it's got do it yourself. It has recipes, so cooking with oils, healthy living, and then product spotlight. So it goes through different products and it spotlights them. So yeah, just click around on this. Okay, sorry, I keep timing out. I don't know what's going on, but this site is going to be your go-to for really just about anything doTERRA related, because it is the doTERRA official site. Okay, the next portion of what I wanted to go through, that was letter C, www. Oh, sorry, I think I have to edit my document because I think it's supposed to be beta.doTERRA.com. Thank you for pointing that out, Chelsea and Brittany. Okay, so letter D, Modern Essentials 7th edition book. That's right here. And if you're wondering where can you find this book, you can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Aroma Tools, I think, and some of the other websites that I listed. But if you go in here, it goes through how you use the oils, how can you use them daily. So when health concerns come up, how are you going to use them? For example, let's see. Okay, I just turned to ovaries. Let's change that. Let's go to, here we go. If you're lactose intolerant, that's your health concern, and it tells you what might help you and how to use it. So this is a wealth of information. It goes through all of the oils, the single oils, the oil blends. If you want to know all about lemon oil, you can read about it. You can read possible uses for lemon oil, the body systems that it works with, as well as our wellness products. That's one of my favorite portions in this book too. You can look at our On Guard soft gels, the protective soft gels. You can read about what's in there and how they work and why these oils will help you when you are getting sick or when you are sick. So that's the Modern Essentials book, and they have different editions. This is the 7th edition. Basically every year they come out with a new edition, but they all are extremely useful. My other favorite book is the Essential Life book. This is even thicker. Gosh, it's almost twice the size of that one, and it's only about $25 on Amazon. This does the same thing. It goes through all of the oils and it goes through their uses. So for example, Arbor Vitae, it tells you all about that oil, how to use it. It also, let's see, it goes into the different body systems. Let's see if I can find that page, which I love, and health concerns. So here's one, addictions, and you can read all about it. You can read what oils could be helpful and usage tips. Let's see. And then here's an example of a body system, the nervous system. You can read all about the nervous system, and it gives you ideas for different solutions that can help you if that is a concern for you. It's got a children's section, a baby section. It's got a cooking section, which I love. It's got a DIY section, how to home make things with the oils. So just keep that in mind. These are two great books that are specific to using doTERRA oils. And then there's an app that doTERRA just came out with recently, and it's called the Daily Drop app. I can't show you that right now because I'm on my phone, but look it up if you have an iPhone, and it's free, and I think they might work for Androids too. It's free, and every single day it will send you a new video, and it will update the next day with a new video if you watch the previous date. So you have to watch the video for it to send you the new one the next day. Okay, so that covers letter D. And then letter E, some of the websites I use for tools and glassware, because people are often asking, where do you get your glass spray bottles or your roller bottles? I use Aroma Tools and Oil Life. So I will show you what those look like on here. I pre-pulled them up so you could see. Aroma Tools, and I know they've changed shipping, so it's actually cheaper than it used to be when I first got started. But you can find books and media, diffusers, cases and displays, containers. Their glassware is so cheap here too. So I just recommend going in with a couple people, and that shipping, it might be like $8. You split it with people and it's really cheap, and you're saving as you buy some of these things because it's very inexpensive to buy from here. And then the Oil Life, that's another great site for the same kind of things. You'll find your books and media here, your business tools, your cases and containers, so your glass storage bottles, your roll-on bottles, diffusers. They have just a lot of different things. So click around on there, check it out. Amazon as well has most of these things, but you can find really good deals on these websites. And like I said, go in with somebody, split the shipping, and it is pretty inexpensive if you split it. Okay, then number 2, down there that's highlighted, make sure that the person who enrolled you adds you to their Facebook group and to my Sharing Essential Wellness Facebook group. These are both great places to ask questions about oils, their uses, etc. And they also have great giveaways. I'll show you, if you're on here, you obviously know my Sharing Essential Wellness group because you're on here live from that group. And I like to do giveaways, and it's just a great sounding board for questions and for people to post information about the oils. If somebody else introduced you to doTERRA, they probably have their own Facebook group as well, and I highly recommend getting on their group because they'll do the same thing. You'll get more information, you'll see more giveaways, so these are all great resources for you. Okay, then number 3, write down your Wellness Advocate number and password. You got a welcome email. When you ordered your kit right away, you should have been sent the welcome email from doTERRA. And that will have your password that you created. It will have your Wellness Advocate number. Write it down, keep it handy, because you will need that number for logging into your own personal free back office. And when I say back office, it's just the place where you can reorder oils when you want to order, and you'll get your discount. So the cool thing about doTERRA and starting with a kit and having that free wholesale membership is you don't have to go back to the person that introduced you to doTERRA and say, hey, I want to buy a bottle of lavender from you. You just go on to your own site and you get that discount, and you can get points back if it's a loyalty rewards order. So keep that in mind. And then number 4, www.mydoterra.com is where you will place future orders. Once again, you'll need that member number and your password to log in. And then remember, if it's a loyalty rewards order, you will get points back. And I included a link to to the video explaining how to purchase through the loyalty rewards program. I think that's important because some people aren't exactly sure how to set it up. Of course, talk to the person that you got your kit from. They'd be happy to walk you through it. But if you're somebody that just is busy and you want to do it on your own time and you like to watch little videos that are going to be great tutorials for you, that's a short video and it shows you how to do it. And then the last thing is, keep in mind, I teach essential oils webinars, intro to oils webinars every Wednesday night at 8:15, and then I follow it with at 9 o'clock a short webinar about the loyalty rewards program. It explains it all, and that's just a 15-minute webinar. So visit my Sharing Essential Wellness Facebook group or message me or the person that had you on here tonight for the unique link to tune in. Every single week it's a different link. Those are not recorded because I do not have the ability to do that with the webinar program. But just keep in mind, I do it every Wednesday. Everyone's muted, so if you have kids running around in the back, no big deal. There's no problems if there's background noise. All right, guys, well, in a nutshell, basically what to do once you have your oils. Those are some of your resources, and I will be posting this exact resource that I typed up for you guys to my group, so that if you missed some of this or if you want those links to click on, you'll have it on hand for the future. So I'll stick around. I'm looking in the comment section right now for any questions. I'll stick around for a minute to see if anybody has any specific questions, but like I said, this is recorded, so you can go on the Facebook group. You can always post questions there, and then I will reply in the comments on the Facebook group, so other people that might have had the same question, they can read the answers to those as well. And I hope that that was helpful for you guys, especially for new people that just got their kits and wondering, okay, what do I do now? There's plenty of resources. They're easy to use, so we want you to use your kits. No one, especially, you know, the person that got you started with doTERRA, their goal is to help you have a healthier lifestyle. So no one wants you to get a kit and, you know, be so frustrated or not know what to do that your kit just sits on your shelf. We want you to use it, and we want you to use it to help your family in a healthy way. So reach out to that person. If you feel like you need more guidance, tell them. Just say, hey, I'm just not sure what to do. I have my oils. I want to use them. Help me. And they should be reaching out to you too. All right, guys. Oh, Chelsea, good. I'm glad you love that new checklist, and I will be posting it. You're welcome, and everybody have a nice day.